I'm getting an ad for gazpacho. Dreading moments, yes. I told her pie. 15-year-old me, I live really shit. Just like in games, not all of the reenactment scenes are correct, you know? You know when you listen to those game ads and they're like, yeah, look at this, and it shows you on the screen you can earn $1,000. They have done this specifically for this entrada, okay? This one was big. This is big. Not as big as that angel costume. That's big at the end of the episode. They're like, we have to justify the title of the series. Disclaimer on this video, please ignore boob sweat or just any other sweat, okay? I'm not crying. I'm not gonna cry. I might lose it a couple of times, but I'm not gonna cry, okay? It's sweat, it's 42 degrees. I'm dying, okay? It's fine. Slight dramatization. Hi, hello. So let's get las poesías, and if you've been here last time, welcome again. This is a safe space where I summarize the telenovela in 5 scenes. I try to do the impossible. With this one, it will truly be the impossible. This telenovela had 190 something episodes, okay? It had more plots than needed, most definitely, but also it just had so many side plots, it just had too much going on, okay? But I loved every single minute of it. It's truly me at the age of 15, just picture this, yeah? My parents are having a nap, I'm in the living room, I own this bitch, I own that space, I own it. For that hour of the day, I was like, this is it, this is my life, William Levy's on the screen. It changed everything. It changed everything. Introduced me to David Bisbal. Introduced me to Maite Perroni's music. Of course I know Maite Perroni from Rebelde. Follow a career, okay? Understand the people behind the scene. Have a notebook where you write their names and their song names, okay? But yeah, since this moment, I was a fan of Maite's music. By the way, if you haven't watched Maite's latest on Netflix, are you a true fan? Are you a true fan? Okay. I summarized the impossible in 5 scenes. Probably gonna be more scenes to it, but the first one is always the encuentro. This is a telenovela about Marichuy and Juan Miguel. Nobody has normal names in this novella, okay? This is the one telenovela where literally a single person has like a name that you would like meet a person and be like, Candelaria. No, like Candelabra. What? So this is a rags to riches tale, okay? Let's do 15-year-old Maya justice. Marichuy is this poor girl that works for this washing lady, and somehow they are ending up washing clothes for this rich-ass family. Logically, they're like different parts of town and she's fucking poor as shit. But logic. So, this is when she comes to like pick up some fucking laundry, okay? And she meets the boss of the house. She meets Juan Miguel. Encuentro scene. Let's watch it. Scene number 1. The way Marichuy walked was a move. Just doing the same shit. So I'm an actress. That's how I walk as a Marichuy. Jovencita. Oh my god. Why'd you cut it? Why'd you cut the scene?
Sí, a la señora de la casa. Es que vine a buscar pues unas garras para lavar y para planchar que se le olvidó darme ayer. Y vengo pues de parte de Candelaria.
She's very tutorial.
Enciéndete con ella, por favor.
I noticed you as well. He just constantly has the fucking face like he's gonna shit himself, and you love it. It's really important. I'm an animal, well, this is the right stuff. Oh my god. I'm just gonna replay this again, watch it. Come on, prove me wrong, prove me wrong. I know this, I know this script. I watch this, whatever. My dad's acting as Marichuy is so fucking impeccable. It's just like, I'm poor. My hair is perfectly styled, but it's fine. Just like her voice, her mannerisms, the way she talked, I was like, this actress is everything. I just fell for her immediately. I related to Marichuy so much. I would come to school, I would be like, Marichuy, have you watched it? And like, Prison Break is on TV. Listen. My dad would literally be in the back and be like, do you really need this much focus for this? Okay, so they meet, right? I forgot in the summary of this to mention that this telenovela inexplicably makes you vouch for a plotline where somebody falls for a rapist. Yeah, there's a trigger there. And somebody again who covers true crime cases. This is what we all vouched for. We really wanted this relationship to work. What does that say about all of us? So, yeah, spoiler alert. Juan Miguel just goes to visit her, you know, casually. The two of them are just immediately married somehow. You know, she moves in, he courts her. They have brilliant kisses, okay? Unlike Talia and Rosalinda and Fernando Jose, these two will live for these kisses. If you Google it, like if you put in YouTube, you know, Besos, Juan Maria Marichuy, videos with millions of views are gonna come up, okay? This was a thing. People were losing their minds over this fucking telenovela, okay? So, the second scene is there, well, Luna de Miel, the wedding, well, aftermath of the wedding, because everybody just wanted the aftermath of the wedding. Okay, cool.
This telenovela is solely responsible for my unrealistic expectations in men.
So of course everything is going to be perfect, but this is the one telenovela where, yeah, I have never watched one where everything went to shit on like a wedding night. Not to spoil it, but it goes to shit for a reason. That's what it is! Picture a hard choir struggling carrying her over the threshold. God.
Estamos solos.
Pero
Eres mi esposa. Eres mi esposa, mi esposa, mi esposa, mi esposa. Mi esposa, mi esposa.
why everything?
No es que sea bueno, señora, es que te quiero un chorro.
So she's like curling those. It's too much.
Todo lo que tenga de ti será de ti mismo, nada más.
Pero si no me atrevo porque me da vergüenza.
Aunque no me lo digas con palabras, me lo verás con tus ojos. Y yo sabré entender.
She's like, I might give it to you, fuck it. It just proceeds, right? Okay, now it's time to tell you this, because this might be a trigger to some. So if it is, please explore this video. The whole plot behind this series is that Juan Miguel is like a therapist, right? Like something along those lines, okay? And he has been working on this like his whole life because of an event from when he was a teenager, which is when he raped a young girl. See where this is going? Marichuy, however, has been left an orphan, so she has literally been left at this orphanage, but then like she ran from it and was on the streets, and then remember Candelaria, the colorful woman? Yeah. She like homed her and you know that, and like, yeah, she just employed her and she's doing her fucking laundry. But she has also, while on the streets, been raped by a young man. We're still vouching for this? Are you still on the same page with me? Yeah. So during this wedding night, it's all gonna come to light in her fucking head, and Juan Miguel is just gonna have to own up to it, I guess. It's gonna be like, so, yeah, that was me. I waited for you to be like, you can't watch this the same way, can you? You feel guilty about this, don't you? Jesus.
Asco. Repulsión. ¿Sientes miedo? Entonces, ¿qué sientes? Dímelo.
The highlight of romance.
Una cosa no se quería sentir claro. Que me pone la piel chinita.
The lingo was just like...
Estar siempre así. Tu cuerpo. Tus brazos.
Just imagine just my dad, like, sitting in the background and like... Is this porn for teenagers? Is this Twilight? Oh, but he's using his psychiatry like as, you know, a dirty tool. It's his bad talk. He's like, well, it's like what you feel. Is it repulsion? Do I repulse you? No. Okay, great. I lost it over this year. Just imagine my dad like in the background of the sofa and he just glued to the TV like, are they gonna do it? I don't watch this range. Are they gonna do it? Maite owned this role. Owned it. The girl, the innocent girl war is owning them. Is that Lupita who? Who's paying for this account? This is truly the only telenovela where everything goes to shit immediately from the wedding night, from the wedding day. It's like, nope. Because suddenly, remember how she didn't remember the face of her rapist? Well, during her sleep, everything was gonna crystallize for her. And now, she wakes up. It's so bad. It's not a sad dream. It's not the kind of dream you want your wife to help you with. Like. You're still vouching for this relationship? The acting is on point. And he's like, that's probably awkward moment. It's just everything. How did he, as a like psychiatrist, not see that this is gonna happen at some point? Is beyond me. Maybe he's a shit psychiatrist. Maybe it's just his telenovela job. She's just running on the beach. And he's like running after her. Totally not a rapist kind of moment. But hey, we see his torso and we vouch for this relationship.
He mutado por el alcohol y no hubiera encontrado una pobre indefensa chiquilla.
It was me, yeah.
De que
That
la
was
nació
good.
con arrepentimiento.
¿Arrepentimiento?
Por hecho, el final de tu pesadilla no es inventada. El rostro de ese hombre era el mío.
Se marca.
Esta cicatriz de la herida que existe como una piedra. El nombre de la pesadilla soy yo.
What is wrong with this telenovela?
Soy yo.
She just has to go fuck yourself now. She leaves me.
Por eso dejaste que yo me casara contigo.
Mm.
Sabiendo la verdad, me hicieron toda la noche un gran panorama.
Mm.
¡Eres un cínico! ¡Me la hiciste en mi jeta! Eso de cajón.
Yo quería una oportunidad.
Just want an opportunity, man.
Reparar mi falta para que me perdonaras.
¿Perdonarte? ¿Sabes cuánto?
Lo tengo que before, man.
Nunca de los nunca y jamás de los jamases.
Jamás que no estamos.
Yo te odio, ¿eh? Yo te odio, te odio, te odio, te odio, te odio.
Vamos a jugar nuestro amor.
Now, a bit of a recap, because again, as I told you, this thing has plenty of episodes, okay? So there's like, this series you could say has stages to it, right? It's like a play. So Marichuy now, like, hits off, takes a bus to Mexico, right? She ends up being attacked. It's like, how many times can one person get attacked, / almost raped, or raped in one telenovela? Plenty. Watch this. She's saved by this guy, whose nickname is Leopardo. It will make sense. He looks like Jesus, but yeah, leopard, whatever. This creep is catching the play like she's an animal.
Me pesqué en un jarrito de río. Y ahora me voy a
Just came by.
¡Sáquete! ¡Ándale! Esta vez vamos a poner conmigo y te voy a dar lo que te mereces.
Exciting. Do you think they practiced it before recording it? Can't do the fight scenes. Yeah, you can't try it. Pushing me to that fucking dirty lake. There, boy. No, okay, why jumping? She's reaching a net. How about the focus now? Fucking nasty fucking. This is totally the most irrelevant scene I can know. But I was watching a good fight. Come on, Richard, you can do it. It's a fish man. Yeah, this just continues. Yeah, let's watch like 10 minutes of this, huh? Okay, so she ends up on this farm, right? And now, of course, that in every telenovela, you have a pregnancy, right? You have a pregnancy that happened because you slept one night with a guy. That should teach you for life, okay? Should teach you never to have sex. Sexual relations, one night ends up in pregnancy. Don't have unprotected sex, you freaks. Okay, so she realizes she's pregnant and she goes back to Juan Miguel's palace and is like, hey. But Juan Miguel is just thinking that she's gonna ask for divorce, so she loses it and tells him. This is like a side plot, right? He used to have a wife who kind of like ended up just leaving because she didn't give a fuck about the marriage and the daughter. Yep, they have a daughter, but she was just like, fuck this shit. So she left, and now she's returning. Well, everybody thought she was dead, but then like now she's returning, and she's like, oh, I'm alive, but I lost my memory. Yep. So she's devastated. When she's devastated, she returns to this farm, and then there's a scene that again doesn't have any much importance to any of you except to 15-year-old me, because I cried at this call. I was like, this is so emotional. Marichuy ends up giving a birth by herself. Leopardo is there like, woo, I love you, and she's like, I'm a Lirio now, you don't know the true me. So there's this dramatic ass call that she calls Juan Miguel, and yeah. I lost it at this scene, I lost it. All the emotions were there. It's losing. It just works every fucking time. ¿Quién llama, man?
Conteste o puerco, por favor.
Soy yo.
Marichuy.
Look at the cute baby. I love the baby. Just the emotions. Emotions. Forget the fact that he was a rapist. Please forget it. Forget it right now. We are vouching for this relationship. Oh. Are we on the same page here?
Es que no sé porque estoy llamando, pero lo que pasa es que nadie me contestaba. Y bueno, las primeras veces que llamé nos contestó la media.
Está bien.
She knows you're lying, bitch.
Fue un mal sueño tuyo nada más, no te alarmes.
Entonces, pues así que fue una pesadilla. Lo que pasa es que las pesadillas se hacen realidad. Y bueno, ¿para qué decirte si tú ya sabes que sí, verdad?
Bueno, esta vez tuviste que ir preciosa, Marichuy.
So bad. And I
Puedes
almost.
estar tranquila.
¿Y tú también estás bien?
Sí, Marichuy.
This is the moment when he stood up from the chair and I was like,
Aunque un poco triste porque no te he vuelto a ver.
¿Y tu esposa?
God.
Está bien. Está bien.
Bueno, lo que pasa que yo nada más quería saber cómo están las cosas ahí para tranquilizarme.
Gracias por preocuparte también por mí.
The trigger, most trigger scene. Did you sorry?
Marichuy, estoy oyendo el llanto de un bebé. ¿De quién es?
¿El bebé? Ah, lo que pasa es que esta niñita me está en visita.
He's like,
¿Verdad? Ven y recoge a tu escucha para que no llore el pobrecito.
this was so emotional. So irrelevant. So emotional. Okay, so I'm just gonna play on silent, like a couple of them, while I explain what the fuck is going on. Because it's hard to understand, okay? So Maita is truly, this is why I fucking love this soap opera, okay? Maita is truly like a character, okay? So this is why Maita, you see, I found it so relatable, but also her imaginary friend was a grandma. And she would go visit the grandma with this like dog that Marichuy and her obsessed with, and then she would just like talk to this grandma, like, it was so sad. It's just like such a neglected child.
Ojalá. Pero eso no voy a poder ver tu cariño.
Look at the imaginary world.
Vas a ver que no te vas a arrepentir de haber ido. Además, sabes que no me vas a ver.
¿A mí puedes ir a Acapulco?
¡Claro! Puedo ir a donde yo quiera.
Yeah, she's an imaginary friend.
Estaré esperando a que me llames.
Now they're on the beach.
Allí estaré junto a ti.
She is wherever Maita is, okay? This child's daydreaming and imagination is truly speaks to my heart, okay? Now, enter a character because they didn't have enough fucking characters in the series, okay? I hated this bitch. Okay, so enter Yvette. Okay, so they introduced this character who had multiple personality disorders, because it's not enough to have now one person, no. Of course, they don't develop this like, oh, multiple personality disorders, people act like that. There's this whole fucking Yvette, well, her name is Blanca, right? So she is a nanny to the child, right, because the mom lost the memory, whatever. But Blanca's different personality, whatever they call it in this series, is this girl Yvette with like, you know, the perm, too much gel on the curls. What the fuck was their haircut in general? Well, she is crushing on Juan Miguel, but now when she turns into Yvette, she's this perverse, evil woman, and she stabs Viviana because there's too many characters now, so she stabs his wife, kills his wife, but Juan Miguel, because he's a psychiatrist and now he's like, oh, I feel responsible for this multiple personality complex person, takes the blame. But the police like interviews Yvette and they realize like it was actually her. And then Juan Miguel kind of is like, ah, now well, I owe you. You kind of saved me from a prison sentence, so let's marry you. Nothing makes sense. And this is when Marichuy decides to fucking return when he is with fucking Blanca. She's gonna become jealous and shit. So let's watch yet again scene number 3. Just, how many scenes have I already played? But scene number 3. Super important again, completely irrelevant to any single person but me. Te reencuentro, let's do this. Okay, so.
Casando con Blanca es la única manera de protegerla y ayudarla a salir de su terrible enfermedad.
You're a psychiatrist. Maybe just offer her treatment. How is marrying her the only way?
Nadie puede comprenderlo, solo un psiquiatra. Además, Marita necesita una madre. ¿Y quién mejor que Blanca que la quiere? Dios mío, ¿estaré haciendo lo correcto? ¿No estaría sacrificando demasiado pensando en los demás antes que en mí? Yo no amo a Blanca, no la amo. Yo solo puedo amar a una mujer. A Marichuy.
Enter the scene. Goodbye. Lost it. Lost it. Eye contact. EC. Lost it. Losing it. Right now. Yet again. Oh my god. They just fucked up in my face, they would replay it constantly. I mean, what are the chances? What are the chances? And she just appears in view. I'm just losing it. I am losing it. Just and you're 27. You're a grown-ass woman. Like my skin. Skin. Piel de gallina. Yeah, that's what I saw. And then she like fucks off and comes back. Fucks off on her bike. That fuck this guy, man. You hurt me. I deserve better. I deserve better, damn right. Now again, a couple of scenes that are worth playing just for the fucking drama and just because, yeah, there's truly not enough accidents in this fucking telenovela. So now comes the stage when Marichuy is just still rejecting Juan Miguel, but now she's in the same place as him. So he is like actively obsessing over her. By the way, it turns out Leopardo and him are like best friends, even though that was never mentioned before, and they realize like, oh, Livia is the same person. In the meantime, Leopardo falls for Blanca, because he realizes this bitch doesn't love him, whatever, cool, great plot. Yvette now is like, in her Yvette version, is like obviously a fucking freak that loves to play the stabby. So yeah, she goes and attacks Marichuy, who is like desperately trying to protect her child. The Blanca versus Yvette. It's like Blanca has sense when it comes to her hair. Yvette does not.
Sí, me entiende. Que nadie, ni siquiera yo misma, no puedo abrir por dentro. Voy a hacer que tengo que echarme la vida de pelo.
Look at her. See, this acting. This in itself just deserves a C, but no, it's not it.
Quiero impedirme que vaya a museo Marichuy. Quiero impedirme que la mate.
Her hair, just what is this hair?
¿Por qué no? Desgraciados, estúpidos. Salí esta noche. Tengo que salir. Maldita puerta, tengo que salir.
Brujería.
Muchachito. Tranquilo.
Just dimensional venom, like the girl.
No sé, Miguel, no sé. No sé, estaban ahí en el suelo y no vienes las dos.
Okay, fuck this bitch, Lisa, I cannot look at that hair any longer. Okay, so, this again is not deserving for the scene 4, no. There's yet another side plot, because in order to make money now, because she can't wash laundry for this fucking family, right? Marichuy is like, acting was my passion. This acting scene is everything, okay? Still not scene 4. It's just a side plot. She's so like, by the way, another side plot where she actually discovers the mom that left her, you know, at the orphanage, all that nonsense, and the mom was looking for her and regretting it her whole life, and she's so forgiving, all of that. Anyways, she's living happily now, but without a dick. But look at this acting scene. It's like, do you understand we're in Mexico City, not in like some Shakespearean era? This is the acting scene in the theater.
Ya vas a conocer a Marichuy, Omar. Marichuy.
So this is when both of them are just like, what?
Marichuy.
What the shit? What is this weed? He's like, saying that?
Tengo los bolsillos de doble fondo y en las mangas traigo escondidos los viejos trucos del... Pero no soy como el ilusionista del teatro, no. ¿A quién les ofrece ilusiones bajo la apariencia?
Are you sure? Are you sure? It's like, it's same moment, awkward moment.
Los caprichosos de 1940.
Gracias.
Y decía, está bien.
Ahora puedo verla. Claro que sí, ella es Marichuy.
Tom, son casi las 7. Te lo ruego, Tom, no hagas gritar a mamá. Háganme ya hoy mismo, ahora mismo.
Do you understand that they had a side plot where there is like a theater play? Someone was writing this script for this bogus thing because this goes on for like another 10 minutes. What is life? Like, what was our childhood? But scene 4, because there were not enough accident, there needs to be like another fucking era for this series for it to be pushed, because it was so popular for the plot to continue to like 190 episodes. Because, so, in this other stage of the novella, Marichuy is the most dramatic, the worst acted accident of all time. Like, there is no way that I wouldn't have made this in the same format. This is worthy of an Oscar, okay? So she's already blind. So she's already blind. I think like it was some again pushing down the stairs scene. Regardless, she's already blind. He's already like on the street, not helping her out, just upsetting her.
Yo no quiero nada contigo, ¿eh?
Fucking psychiatrist, my ass.
Yo no hablé con eso.
Marichuy, mi amor, escúchame.
No sé de qué verdad me hablas.
Ya sé que estás chica.
¿No te mintieron?
Por eso que sé. Por eso que tenemos mucho que decirnos.
Tú y yo no tenemos nada más que decirnos porque tú te fuiste lejos y ni te tratan ni mi hijo ni yo porque no los quieres. Y ahora regresas porque no sé.
How many tumbles? And she said everything. As if she wasn't fucking blind enough. As if she wasn't blind enough. Picture the whole neighborhood with it. It's like a war scene. It's like a fucking war scene. Oh my god, this is so worthy. I cannot deal with this soap opera. Like how was it logical to just keep pushing it? It's just like, no, we need this many episodes. And like now it's close to the finish. No, she needs to have another accident. She's blind now. But that's not the best. The kicker of this series is that he is going to become the surgeon overnight. It's like, you know, the thing that people study for like 8-10 years overnight. Juan Miguel is going to become a surgeon. And then he's going to court her. And she will not recognize his voice. Because it's not like she was married to the guy. She will not recognize his voice.
No se vaya a cobardar. Por fin ha llegado su oportunidad. Está donde tiene que estar, salvándole la vida a esa muchacha que tanto ama y por la que ha hecho tantos sacrificios.
Okay, maybe, sideline, if he is a coward, if he doesn't feel confident being a surgeon now, he shouldn't operate on the love of his wife, on the love of his life. No, he proceeds.
Formar en un bello sueño de amor, mi Marichuy querida. Un sueño en el que únicamente viviremos tú y...
It's like a fantasy world.
Juan Miguel, ¿cómo salió la operación? Dígame que sí. ¿Cómo está mi hija?
Vamos, Juan Miguel, por favor, habla. Marichuy está viva.
So bad. You operated on her eyes. She was not supposed to die. Before this thing, obviously he was courting her, they exchanged kisses, she was like, oh my god, I have a new boyfriend now. No, lady. You're just fucking deaf as well as blind, apparently. So because in these soap operas, if you are new to this world, whenever they're blind, they have bandages around their eyes. This is how I imagine these operations go, okay? I don't understand why, but this. So there's always the moment when they like wrap their eyes out. Remember Cassandra? Yeah. When they like unwrap that thing and it's like the big discovery, like are they blind or they like has the operation worked, okay? So in this case, like he's now shitting himself because and yet again he fucked up yet again. This guy is a psychiatrist. How can you not predict like human emotion? How can you not predict human emotions? How she's gonna react when you lie to her the whole fucking life? Remember the fact that he is a rapist? No, everybody forget about it. This is why this has 190 episodes, so everybody forgets about it. Stop losing it.
Vengo a resolver algo importante, permítame un segundo. Bueno,
Juan Miguel, tiene que venir, es urgente.
¿qué pasa?
El asunto ese está pendiente, ya no puede esperar. Es el doctor Iturbe. Y bueno, eres el doctor Cisneros, el que me pruebe los ojos.
Hola, mucho gusto. Placer.
Yo trabajo aquí en el hospital y así que cualquier cosa, estoy a sus órdenes. ¿Cuándo le quitan los vendajes a la señorita?
La semana próxima.
Living a lie.
Hay algo que me preocupa mucho.
They're shitting themselves. Everybody's shitting themselves because it's the moment of truth. She's gonna be pissed. Can she see? Can she see him? Yet again trauma. Everybody's shitting themselves. Yeah, put the emphasis on that rolling. It's like a nightmare again. It's like when she envisioned the rapist's face. I cannot deal with this series. I cannot. Yep. Yep, you were deaf as well. She's gonna lose it. She's gonna lose it again. Traumatic event again. So now for the rest of like 60 episodes, again, not much happens, but they're pushing it, okay? And then they finally reconcile. Just watch how they make out for a second. These kids were so good. Like, 50 only was like, man, I just want somebody to make out in this way. They're eating each other's mouth. They clearly enjoyed it. They actually went to do another telenovela, which is a story in itself. Triunfo del Amor is a story in itself, okay? But yeah, they really loved making out with each other to the point that they deserved another telenovela. And then yeah, as that was scene 5, let's just run through the happiness of it and the wedding day. Because the last few episodes were like really underwhelming compared to the rest of this fucking show. Fucking fail. It's like, this is what I found. It's like stuff you do for pussy, yeah, Juan Miguel. This is what I'm dealing with now. Marichuy at my own wedding. I used to be rich, I used to be posh. I had 2 degrees. I'm a surgeon as well. Never forget. What the fuck is this wedding dress? Oh my god, I forgot it. This is a crime in fashion. I think it comes from me. Look at what I'm wearing. Started this shit, didn't it? Now they're on a yacht. He's like, yeah, let's not spark. I can't remember this again. Remember the plot of this? Remember the plot? It's just... And romantic work. Who the fuck did this shot? Oh yeah, just throw it from the sky, bird's view. Oh, my days. He's really trying for it to be completely different. They put a daughter on that man. I forgot it's in CCEA. They put a fucking daughter to the honeymoon. And the son, oh yeah, because somebody had to make these happy shots. She might have grown his voice. It's life. Everything. The roller coaster of emotions I went through. So, yeah, that was that. It was a roller coaster of fucking emotions, wasn't it? Wow, okay. Yeah, that's 5 scenes of Cuidado con el Ángel, Marichuy and Juan Miguel. That was my teenagehood. Can you tell I didn't have a boyfriend back then? Can you fucking tell? Also, William, like the way his career just blossomed after this. I mean, Maita's as well, but the way William Lewis, he was in JLO video, then he had like a bunch of other telenovelas. And well, yeah, he's living his best life now. Like, do you know how his kids look like? I mean, probably for privacy reasons, my video would get blocked if I was to include. But look up his kids. His kids look like identical to him. So beautiful. I'm gonna get the fuck out of this video, and you leave in the comments stuff that I have missed, that was like, that maybe was more important than the shit that I have included and I emotionally connected to. You know, drop your suggestions for the next telenovela. But yeah, I love this. 15-year-old me is proud. I don't know what we are proud of. But yeah, the plot of this, the background for this telenovela was just different. You could say it was different. You know, somebody falling for a rapist and us vouching for it. You could say that was a bit unhealthy. The only way you sell that plot is when you have 2 people that just enjoy kissing each other and they just feel good kissing each other and seen on the screen. You leave the comments below suggesting stuff, and then you be the protagonist of my novella. And I'll see you when I see you next. Fuck knows what fucking... I cannot top this. I cannot top this. I mean, Rosalind than this. What can I do to top this? Truly, truly hard one. So, yeah. Bye, guys. Until next time. Hasta luego. Hasta mañana. No, okay, don't. Not mañana.